Hi, my name's Lee Cole. I'm the Managing Director and Co-founder of Paint360. At Paint360, we take unwanted leftover paint and make brand new paint for the trade. Waste paint's a huge problem in the UK. What we found from research is that 70% of the paint that's left over in the UK currently gets incinerated, and around 27 to 28% of the material is sent to landfill, which we think is a waste of really good resources. Recycling paint has its own barriers, and because we're the first to do this at any significant volume in the UK, it's very key that we're always looking at equipment that we can modify to make the lives of staff easier, but also to make what we do more commercially viable. Often this leads to us manufacturing or piloting equipment ourselves just to find where the wins are, before we then engage with professionals that can come in and really take our ideas and develop a solution. And this is where the support that we get from Dudley Council has been invaluable to us. I was introduced to Steve with a view to looking at some of the equipment that we were looking to develop, and really from there the relationship has begun. I think Steve knows more about our business now than I do sometimes.
Hi, I'm Steve Dunn, Business Growth Advisor with Business Growth West Midlands in Dudley. So Lee and I first met back at the start of the support programme. Lee was looking to work on a prototype to sort of reduce a manual process of extracting paint that was to be recycled out of paint pots. And Lee had an idea where they could manufacture a product that could help them extract more paint and reduce the manual process. We were able to, through the Shared Prosperity Fund and the grant funding through Dudley Council, move their application through that could support that product. They've been able to automate some of the processes. They're a social enterprise, and this is proving to be a real success story. They're bringing people on board in terms of giving people opportunities that might find it difficult to get that first working opportunity. And they've got a real high retention rate for staff that they bring on board with that sort of background and challenges. And it's proving to be a real successful formula for Paint360. So the future's looking very bright and very colourful.
The first time we worked with Steve, we looked to develop our decanting machine. We're on the second phase of that machine as we speak, because we're always looking at ways to improve not only how the machine works, but also how we can clean it and sterilise it. What it has done is it's provided a better workplace for the staff that were before just emptying paint pots. And we're now got a bigger throughput than we had previously. So we're approximately doing 20 to 30% more than we were before with the same staff. So we're still building our model at Paint360. And the whole idea is to finish a model that we can then replicate throughout the country, because paint doesn't travel well. And a big barrier to recycling more material is the haulage costs. The development of this bespoke equipment is all leading towards designing what we consider to be the perfect solution or the perfect model that we can then replicate throughout the UK. So we can start to impact on this 55 million litres of waste paint that's generated year on year. Without the help and the support, we'd be 2 years behind where we are now, without a doubt. You should always at least explore what's available for you.